Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Strength and Balance. My name is Hannah, and I'm a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. Today, we have a full body workout. We're going to use some weights. We're going to use a timer. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds, 3 times. We'll take breaks in between, a longer break in between exercises. Make sure you have your water handy. If you live anywhere near to me, it is maybe getting to be warmer weather. It's a little bit sticky here today, so I'm definitely going to be drinking lots of water as we go through the workout today. You can use any size weight. So I have a 12-pound that I'm going to challenge myself with today. You choose the size that's right for you, and if no weight is what's right for you, then that is what you should do today. We'll also use the wall for a couple of those exercises. It's kind of as a piece of equipment to put ourselves in an incline position. So make sure that you have the space to do that. We will finish the class with some work on our balance. We'll have a stretch at the end, and we'll be about 45-ish minutes, something like that. All right, so we're going to come up to feet, and then we will begin. So let's do that. Up we come. There won't be any exercises on the floor today. I just really like to stand on my yoga mat because it is comfortable. Let's stand up nice and tall, and let's march on the spot, letting those arms move forwards and backwards, standing up tall. Let's take a nice deep breath, big inhale, and exhale. Deep breath in, reach up, and out. Good, lift those arms. Slowly lower down. Deep breath in, and out. Good, let's pull our shoulders up towards our ears. Relax them down, lift those shoulders, and lower. Pull those shoulders up and down, lift, and lower. Good, let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. And let's roll those shoulders forwards. Good, let's take those arms out to the side, make some little circles here. And circle backwards. Good, we're going to take nice big circles forwards now, like we were swimming. Reaching forwards. And let's go backwards. Nice big backstroke arms. Good, relax those arms here. We're going to tap our toes forwards. And tap those toes to the sides. Good, let's march on the spot again. And let's keep those feet still for a moment, and we'll tap our toes. Let's wiggle our fingers. Good, let's tap those heels and tap those fingers to our thumb. Good, let's take one foot. We're going to tap our toe and our heel. Toe and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and heel. Good. The other foot, tap your toe and your heel. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Good. Let's bring those feet together. tap both feet. Keep those knees nice and soft. Let's circle our wrists. Good, let's tap those heels, circle those wrists in the other direction. Excellent. Let's march on the spot and let's lift those feet up nice and high. Good. And let's stand with those feet hip width apart, and we'll circle our hips nice and slowly. Back in the other direction. Good, let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale, reach up, and exhale. Lower down. Excellent. We are going to begin here. We'll start with one weight. We're going to do a squat. I'm going to explain it to you before we start the timer. So you're going to hold this weight here at your chest. I'm going to keep my feet fairly close to each other, so closer than hip width apart. And I'm going to lift up one foot so my heel is up off the floor and just my toe is touching the ground. So it's almost like I'm working one leg at a time. This leg with the foot lifted, the heel lifted, is not working as hard as this foot that's flat on the floor. And we're going to squat like this. So we have this narrow position. We have one foot lifted. So challenging ourselves in a couple of different ways here. I'm just going to start the timer. So let's get ourselves in position, feet fairly close to each other. Lift the one heel. We'll keep that one heel lifted the whole time. We're going to inhale, sink down. Exhale to push yourself back up to stand. So this first 30 seconds, we'll keep the one heel lifted. And the second round, we'll switch up feet. So the weight through that heel that's on the floor. Keep the chest nice and tall. We have about 5 seconds left. Good, and let's switch sides. So I'm going to lift that second heel. Left foot flat on the floor, or it doesn't have to be the left. It's my left foot. So chest nice and tall. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you push up. And the nice thing about this timed workout is that you are not rushing to try and keep up with me if I'm going too fast or if I'm going too slowly. You don't feel like you're racing ahead. We're moving at our own speed. We're not counting repetitions, just working for time. Good. 10 seconds break. We're going to do one more set, but we're going to keep our feet close to each other and both flat on the floor, holding that weight here at your chest. Inhale into that narrow squat. Exhale to stand up. Nice deep breaths in and out. Good. Chest relaxed. So chest tall, shoulders relaxed. Last couple seconds. Good. 40 seconds. Pop the weight down. Good. Grab a drink whenever you need to during the breaks. Upper body is next, and a pushing movement. Pushing movements are really valuable for daily life. When you're opening doors, when you're pushing things, we're great for upper body strength. We're going to do push-ups. We're going to use the wall. Let me adjust my mat here. So you're going to stand with your arms outstretched, hands against the wall. I'm going to take a step back so my feet are further away than my head. And from here, I'm going to inhale, bring myself towards the wall. Exhale to push away. You see I have a nice straight line from tailbone all the way to the top of my head. So I don't want to be looking at the floor. I'm looking at the spot in between my hands. Good, 10 seconds. We're going to repeat this twice more. So hands are shoulder height. Good, we're going to inhale and exhale nice and slowly. Deep breath in and out. In as you come towards the wall, out as you push away. This feels very difficult. You can bring your feet closer to the wall. If it feels really easy, you can walk your feet further away. Or you could even use a lower incline. You can use the table, but we will just stick to the wall. We don't have time to get into that just at the moment. All right, the last 30 seconds here. Inhale and exhale. Good, nice deep breaths. Oh, my arms are tired already. Good, nice deep breaths. 40 seconds. Excellent. We're going to be at the wall again for the next one. This time we're working our core muscles a little bit more. We're going to do a plank at the wall. So very similar position to what we were just in for the push-ups, but we're not moving. We're going to hold still. I'm going to stand with my arms outstretched. Take a step away. And I'm going to hold myself here. Really think about pulling that belly button in towards your spine. So you're engaging those core muscles. A little bit extra here. Nice deep breaths. Looking at that spot in between your hands. Good, and breathing deeply. Excellent. Good. Those 30 seconds. Take a break to give those arms a shake here, and then let's find that position again. A step away, so your feet are further away than your head. Nice straight line from tailbone all the way to the top of your head. That means that I'm not looking down at my feet, and I'm also not tilting my head back and arching my back. I'm looking at a spot in between my hands. Good. Think about core muscles here. It does look actually on the camera like I'm arching my back, but actually it's the white on my shirt. I think the way it looks against that cabinet behind me makes it look like I'm arching, but I am not. It's just my shirt. All right, last 30 seconds here. Let's take nice deep breaths. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. Engage those core muscles. Good. And up to feet. Excellent. Back down to our lower body. I'm going to grab 2 weights. So a weight in each hand, and we're going to do a lunge. And it's going to be a reverse lunge. I'm going to stand at the top of my mat. I'm going to take a step back, bend that back knee, lower it towards the floor. That front knee will bend at the same time, and then I'll step forward. So step back, lower that knee, and step forward. I'm going to alternate legs. Let's stand nice and tall and move slowly. Your lunges might look a little different, depending on how confident you are lowering those knees to the floor. And that is very subjective. So you can choose a smaller knee bend than me. You can choose a bigger knee bend. I'm probably somewhere in the middle. Good. 2 seconds. Let's take a 10-second break here. We're concentrating on moving slowly. We're not trying to rush. We're taking deep breaths. Good. 1 foot at a time. Back into that lunge. Exhale. Stand up. Chest is nice and full. We have those weights in a relaxed grip at our sides. Whoops. It's also challenging for balance. Good. 10 seconds. We'll do one more here. Good. Here we go. If balance is tricky, try and look up and ahead. Try and find something to look at that isn't moving, so you can focus your eyes on that spot. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you stand. Good. 40 seconds. Excellent. We will use the weights again for the next one. Upper body again now, and we're going to do a bent over row. I'm going to step my right foot forward and bend that knee a little bit and hinge forward. I'm going to have my left arm holding the weight. You can also have a hand on the chair or the table, on the wall in my case, ahead of you if you need that support. And we're going to row this arm back, nice and straight. Pull that elbow right back past your body. Weight up into your armpit. Good. Breathing out. Breathing in as you lower down. Good. Nice and slowly. Good. Let's switch feet. Let's switch your feet around and also switch your hands. That's more important for the upper body exercise. Here we go. Hinge forward. Elbow back past your body. Breathing out as you lift up. Breathing in as you lower. Good. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. 10 seconds. Let's pick up the second weight and we will have soft knees. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to do one hand at a time and we'll alternate sides. Breathing out as you row back. Breathing in as you lower that hand down. Good. A couple more, 10 seconds. One hand, then the other. Good. Pop those weights down. Good. Have a drink here. We're going to do something with our core and we won't need a weight for this next exercise. So let's stand with feet a little wider than hip width apart. I'm going to take one hand, I'm going to reach for my opposite foot. And then I'm going to stand back up. We're going to alternate sides. You're going to hinge forward, reach for the opposite foot. Inhale as you hinge. Exhale as you stand. Think about keeping that nice flat back. I'm not moving my head really. Spine is a nice straight line from my tailbone to the top of my head. Really think about core engagement here, so pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Good. 10 seconds, and we'll repeat this. Good, here we go. Knees are soft, super important. And that core engagement also really important here. Good, breathing out as you reach those hands down. Breathing in as you stand up. 10 seconds rest. We'll do this one more time. Good, here we go. Exhale to hinge forward. Inhale to stand up. We don't have to touch your toe. We're just reaching towards it. Good. Excellent. 40 seconds. Very good. 2 more exercises to go. One lower body, one upper body. The next one, we're going to hold 2 weights. So a weight in each hand, just at your side. A nice easy grip. We're going to stand up tall and we're going to march on the spot. Just like this. So not too fast. Lifting those knees just as high as you comfortably can. We're concentrating on keeping balance and not collapsing that foot to the floor, so really lowering that foot down. So we're working balance. Our core muscles are doing some good work here. You can think about pulling that belly button in towards your spine as you march. Our hands are working, we're working that grip strength by holding those weights. And of course, our legs are working as we march. Good. So really the full body here in what's a very simple exercise. Good. 5 more seconds of this rest. And then we'll do that 2 more times. Here we go. Breathing out as you lift the knee. We're trying to lower slowly. This is not about a maximum number of steps in the 30 seconds, but about being nice and controlled. Good. 10 seconds. And we'll repeat that. Good. Breathing out as you lift up. Breathing in as you lower down. Standing tall. Core muscles engaged. Good. 40 seconds. Excellent. One more to do involving the weights again. So we'll hold the weight in each hand. Weights at our sides. We're doing a bicep curl, and I really want you to think about the rotation of your arm. So you see my hand is at my side from watch here. As I pick that hand up, my arm rotates a little bit. So now my hand is facing my body, not my side. After we pick that weight up, we're going to push up, overhead, and then slowly lower down, thinking about the rotation on the way down. And we're going to alternate sides. So curl and press, lower and rotate that weight. Good. To start with, my palm is facing my side. When I get up to this bicep curl, my hand is facing the front of my body, and same thing on the way down. All right, 10 seconds. And we'll do that twice more. Alternating sides, thinking about moving slowly, and that rotation of your arm. We can breathe out as we pick up. I like to really breathe out as I push that hand up overhead. And then a big inhale as you slowly lower. Good, 5 more seconds. Good. And then we'll do a last 30 here. Last little bit. Here we go, standing up nice and tall. Good. I'm not so good with a rotation down on that one side. Doesn't feel as easy. Good. 4 seconds left. Excellent. And you can put your weights down. All right, very good. Have a drink here if you want to. And we are going to do some balance. So let's start with our feet really close to each other. A very narrow stance, feet are relaxed. Those toes all spread out. Knees are soft and we're standing up tall. We're going to roll our feet. Actually, we're massaging your feet along the floor. So rolling yourself forwards and backwards. Good. Just a small movement, kind of getting those feet warmed up. And let's roll those feet from side to side. Good. Just nice and slowly. Good. Feet together. Let's reach one hand to the ceiling. And the other. Arms out to the side. Reach one hand forward, one hand backwards. And the other way. Back to center. And arms at our sides. Good. I'm going to stand on my right leg. With a nice soft knee, I'm going to lift my left knee. So that knee is in front of me. If I turn to the side, you can see it looks like this. This left knee. I'm just going to hold for a moment, actually. Keep this foot pretty close to the, not too, pretty close to the floor. We just need a little space to straighten that leg. But for a moment here, we're going to stand. I need the support of the wall. Make sure you're also close to a balanced support. Standing up really nice and tall. Finding that spot to focus on, something that isn't moving. When you're ready, you can take that left foot, that one that's off the floor, straighten that leg and bend. Straighten and bend. Push that foot out and in. Out and in. Good, a couple more. And let's switch. Stand on that left foot. We'll raise the right. Not too far off the floor to begin with. Let's find that spot to look at that isn't moving and focus your eyes there. Let's straighten that leg and bend. Good, nice and slowly. Not too fast. Good, once more. Excellent. Good, we're going to do a little bit more on one leg here. Let's stand on our right leg again. Lift that left foot up off the floor, just a tiny bit. Hold where that feels comfortable. We're going to look forwards. Find that spot to look at that isn't moving. And focus your eyes here. Good, when you're ready, take one hand up to the ceiling. Let's take that second hand up if you can. Bring those hands together. All slowly lower those hands down towards your chest. We'll hold in this prayer position here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Place those feet on the floor. And we will switch to the other side. So stand on that left foot. Raise the right. And we'll hold here. Find that spot to look at. Focus your eyes for a few moments. Good. Try and get that foot on the floor to be relaxed. We're going to reach one hand to the ceiling. If you can, take that second hand up. Bring those hands together and very slowly down towards your chest. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And relax now. Excellent. Let's move around a little bit. Let's practice our tightrope. Heel to toe, we're going to move forwards and backwards. Good. Holding your hands where they feel comfortable, keeping that chest nice and tall, watching where we're going. Good, relax through those shoulders. Feet nice and close to each other, heel to toe if you can. Good. Few more. I'm going to go forwards and backwards one more time. Good. Excellent. I'm going to stand on my left foot and I'm going to raise the right. With my arms up in the air in a Y shape. And then I'm going to circle the ankle of this foot that's off the ground, nice and slowly. In the other direction too. Good, feet on the floor. Let's switch to the other side, arms up onto the left foot, raise the right, and then circle this ankle. Good, in both directions. Great, and let's relax that foot. Excellent. We are going to stand with our feet close to each other again. I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to tap my toe forwards, and then to the side, and then behind me. So forwards, to the side, and behind. Keeping that foot on the floor, so tapping forwards, but both feet are on the floor. Good. Keep going in that circle. Let's think about that foot on the ground. Foot should be relaxed, knee should be nice and soft. Round again. Excellent. This time as you tap forwards, let's lift for 1 and 2, and then try and float that foot out to the side for 1 and 2, and float that foot back 1 and 2. Good. Both feet on the floor. Let's try that again. We'll tap that toe forwards, lift for 1, 2, float that foot to the side, 1, 2, float that foot behind you, 1, 2. Good. Feet on the floor. Let's try that on that side one more time. Tap that right toe forwards, lift and hold for 1, 2, toe out to the side, 1, 2, and behind, 1 and 2. Good. Feet on the floor. Let's switch. We're going to stand on our right foot, knee soft, take that left foot, tap that toe forwards, to the side, and behind. So we're coming back to center each time, and both feet are touching the floor. Good. Good, let's go around again here. And one more time. With that foot now, that left foot, I'm going to tap forwards, then lift for 1, 2, float out to the side, 1, 2, and behind, 1, 2. Foot to the floor. Tap that left toe forwards, lift, hold for 1, 2, float to the side, 1, 2, float behind, 1, 2. And foot to the floor. Very good. Let's try again. Tap that toe forwards, lift for 1, 2, float out to the side, 1, 2, and float behind, 1 and 2. Good. Feet on the floor. Excellent. Time to stretch. Let's take one arm, reach it across your body, across to the other side. You can use that other hand to kind of hold that arm in that stretched position. So you're stretching through your shoulder, through your upper arm here. Good, nice deep breaths. Just relax that arm, switch to the other side. Reach forward, reach that arm across your body, and we'll hold here with the other hand. Good, relax that arm. Let's reach the other hand forwards with your palm out, stretched out in front of you. You can hold onto your fingers, pull those fingers back just a little bit. Good, relax that hand. Let's switch to the other side. Reach forward, hold those fingers and pull back. Good, relax that arm. We're going to have a seat. So let's sit here, sitting in the front of your chair, forward in your chair. You're going to stretch one leg out, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling, and let's hinge forward at the hips. So feeling that nice stretch in the back of this extended leg. Good, let's sit up. We're going to switch to the other side, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling, and hinge forwards here. Good, let's sit up. We're going to sit right back in our chair, pull one knee in. Let's circle this ankle in the other direction too. Good, we're going to point our toe and then lift, point, and lift, point, and lift. Toes over to the left and the right, to the left and the right, to the left and the right. Good, foot to the floor. Let's switch to the other side. Pull that knee in, circle this ankle in both directions. Good, point that toe, lift up, point, lift, point, and lift. And then toes to the left and the right, to the left and the right, to the left and the right. Good, place that foot on the floor. Let's come up to feet. We're going to reach our arms behind us. Nice big stretch. Take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, wrap those arms around you. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. A pat on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hope you have a good day. And I will see you next week. It'll be next Wednesday with me, as there's no class on Monday.
Thanks so much, Hannah. Have a good day.
Thanks, Hannah.
You too. Thanks a lot. Bye, guys.